Well, school is not in session, but local high school fields, gyms, and courts still have plenty of activity. A local football team is building toward what they hope is a bounce-back season. The calendar says June, but it's football time at Osseo and other local schools. Summer practices with certain limitations have become a way of life, and it's an important time of year.
It's important so we can get the core installed into what we're going to do and the expectations of what's going to happen this season.
I feel like it's the most important part of the year because it's starting to get warm out. We're starting to get outside. We're starting to hit the weight room harder, and it's really starting to figure out who is ready for Osseo football and who's not, who's ready for varsity football and who's not.
It's the second time around for head coach Ryan Stockhouse, who took over during the offseason in 2016 after the Orioles had won a state championship under previous head coach Darren Lampker. It's a much different feeling this summer.
Being able to kind of go through the offseason, really take time to put our systems in place, you know, and invest a lot of time into that incoming senior class. We're really focusing on building leadership and working on some of the things that we lacked last year. Trying to be a more competitive team, trying to be a more mentally tough team. Where we're at coming out this June feels significantly different from where we were a year ago.
Like many teams, Osseo's heading as a group to a college camp. They leave for South Dakota State Thursday.
Playing football in the summer, having competition, teams you don't usually get to see out in the season, so just overall it's a good experience. Kids come together and team comes bond together.
As an individual, it'll bring me closer to people that I don't necessarily know so much on the football team. It'll bond us, bring us all together, you know. It's a 4.5-hour bus ride. If you don't know the guy sitting next to you, you will.
We do lots of 7-on-7, lots of indie work. It's really great because we get an opportunity for our players to see a college campus and for other college coaches to get access to our players and then get a little bit of live hitting. We do a big competition at the end where we get after it a little bit, and it's really hyped up, and it's kind of fun. You find out what you're working with.
Osseo dropped off to a 2-7 record last fall after capturing that Class 6A title in the fall of 2015. Each and every workout is geared toward building into a better team when fall rolls around. Osseo will have about 75 players heading to the South Dakota State 3-day camp. The Orioles are also hosting a 7-on-7 passing league this summer.